Let's get XFC 62 underway. Introducing first, Jermaine Taylor.
All right. Here we are kicking off XF62. I am joined by Adam Davis and Matt Walton as we welcome our first fighter to the cage, Jermaine Taylor, independently trained, coming from across the ditch in Hamilton. What do you got here, Adam?
Mate, debut fight's always good. I can't wait to see this guy, see how it goes. Independently trained's always a mystery, see? You don't know where they've been training, who they've been trained by, or how they've done it. So it's going to be good to see.
Yeah, well, I've actually trained with Jermaine. He actually started out at XFC, Infinity. So yeah, spent a bit of time with him. Really cool to see Michael Teppo cornering him at the moment. So yeah, so you know, we saw Jermaine's debut a couple of months ago. He came out with a lot of energy. Yeah, so interesting to see if he can and back that up, or if he's going to take his time a little bit more and feel this fight out.
Yeah, he's also got another fighter on later on today in terms of D's. And this whole piece around fighters helping out fighters is one thing I really love to see, especially in this community, so tight-knit. When they jump in the cage, they're wanting to rip each other's heads off, throw everything they have at each other. But outside of the cage, it's all friendship and everyone helping each other out. And that's what's really, really great about the MMA community. So he's making his second walk into the cage this time. So those first round nerves from his last fight, that'll be out. And he knows what to expect now when he jumps in the cage.
Well, I've just noticed that Michael Teppo has actually got Raven, his daughter, in the corner there as well. So she would have seen Mike training every single day. And yeah, so I reckon she knows what she's talking about as well.
Introducing his opponents, Dirk, the Dingo, Winter.
And every fight needs to have a dance partner, and now we have Dirk Winter, Dirk the Dingo, fighting out of Ignite MMA. You're going to throw over here to yourself, Adam, for this one?
Well, one thing I know about Dirk is he's a professional BMX racer, so I wonder if that'll have anything to do with how he performs here in the cage tonight. Maybe endurance, maybe balance, I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. We were lucky enough to watch Dirk with his debut only a couple of weeks ago, where he competed at Alta, which was that Jason Lonergan run promotion where they, trained for, what is it, about 5 or 6 months?
Yeah, 5 months, mate.
Yeah, and then off the back of it, they have a fight. He had really good movement. He danced around beautifully. Definitely come across like he definitely trained a lot more than the 5 or 6 months.
I was talking to Dirk at the back, and one thing he said he's focusing on this time is being elusive. And anytime you have a pro athlete in some kind of sport, this is what really kicks in place. And from here, Jason said, this guy just is an absolute worker and knows what it takes to be a professional in one sport, and he's putting it into another one and giving MMA a real good crack. So it's 4 weeks ago since his last fight. I was talking to him at the back before, and he said he got a guillotine in the first and really, really wanted to check and test himself. But he also managed to actually finish the fight with a rear naked choke in the third.
One thing to say about that professional mindset, if you can be professional and successful in one sport, you can definitely carry it to another.
And he's getting his final instructions from the Kia Melody. That cage is about to get locked.
Very excited tonight, boys. It's going to be great.
This fight is an amateur catchweight 82 kilo fight, C-class rules, 3 by 3 minute rounds. Introducing first, in the blue corner, with an amateur record of no win, 1 loss, weighing in at 81.8 kilos, independently trained, Jermaine Taylor. And his opponents in the red corner, with an amateur record of 1 win, no loss, weighing in at 81.5 kilos, fighting out of Ignite MMA, Dirk the Dingo Winter. And the referee for this fight is Nakia Melody.
So having a chat to Jermaine out the back, talking about his fight camp. He took the fight on 1 week's notice and off the back of a huge weekend, he told us. So I'm glad we don't breathalyse fighters before the start of the fight. He might have had some alcohol in his system.
All right, touching gloves. Nice little quick jab. That came up from nowhere. He's got a very, very low hand.
Nice.
So both fighters are orthodox.
Not so much filling each other out. Become pretty strong straight away.
And the first one to set that distance up for their striking usually dominates the rounds at the start.
Yeah, Jermaine's really got his hands low, doesn't he?
Does.
Yeah, Jermaine had a nice rear leg kick right up the bread
Oh,
basket.
solid
Got
jab,
through.
boy.
That was right on the nose.
He's very relaxed as well, which can help you striking, making it so much faster.
Ooh.
That really got Dirk's attention, and he's decided to step it up a little bit.
He's throwing a feint. His head's still out there as well with Jermaine. Just kind of winging Dirk to come in and get into that brawl style.
Good head movement by Dirk
He's
there.
almost got almost setting up for guillotine at this stage. He's got one hand on the head, and Dirk's doing a great job holding that right hand, stopping it from tying up.
Jermaine's being very heavy right now, sucking the energy out of Dirk. Trying to get him up against the cage. Maybe he can apply that guillotine a bit better.
Yeah, pushing his hips in, which is basically taking away the breath for Dirk.
Nice.
Using it well to bring him down to the ground.
Takes a lot of energy to get back up after something like that. Have to do it multiple times.
And what you'll see is that this is a C-class fight. The gentlemen are not wearing their shin guards. It's one of the reasons why there's no knees going to the head there. So it's a perfect position for it if it was a B-class fight. But this is a gentleman's agreement to not wear the shin pads but still fight the C-class. Nice little knee up the breadbasket there. So once again, there's no knees to the head. So he's still throwing knees to the body.
Deep breaths. And ready to go again.
Yeah, hopefully the boys have shaken off the little pre-fight nerves. Again, it's a big task to be the first fight of the night as well.
Swing by Dirk.
Dirk's got a nice little jab going in there. Jermaine is throwing some big power into those punches when he hits. He's really got that set up for that front guillotine happening pretty well. If this goes into the second round, he'll certainly get some advice from Michael Tapau around how to finish that.
Got good cage pressure against Dirk. Dirk's done a good job.
Nice.
Staying pretty clear.
Nice uppercuts and dirty boxing in there. Got the first one clean and flush.
Hey! Hands are up. Big swing.
Two unanswered punches
Hey!
there.
Oh, I think he might have opened up a cut there on Dirk. Over his right eye, is it? No.
A lot of respect there for the boys.
Yeah, he did on the eyelash there. Bit of a cut on his
It's
right
okay, we've
eye.
got the best cutman in the business here. We'll be fine.
Yeah, both boys did really well, didn't they? They both landed some shots. Tough round to score, I'll tell you what.
Definitely.
So, Matt, I'll throw to you. What kind of instruction do you think that Tapau is going to be giving Jermaine right now?
Yeah, it's kind of a tough one, isn't it? He was pretty comfortable with those hands down. Dirk has got some really big power, which we saw only a couple of weeks ago. He's got some good movement. So when you've got Ryan Dunstan in the corner right now telling Dirk what he's got to do to bridge that gap and to actually start landing some punches, if Jermaine's going to have his hands low, again, a Ryan Dunstan-led fighter right now can probably solve that pretty quickly.
Yeah,
So-
similar thing. What I reckon is probably going to happen is, like in my approach, I'm guessing Dirk's probably going to be more central walking in and stop being as elusive.
He's got to, just be a bit more careful with them takedowns. The guillotines are catching him a little bit.
Yeah, once again, that's also there. So he's got Michael Tapau in the corner helping him out as well. So he might have the final touches on those guillotines. And he's setting them up by throwing that big overhand right as well.
Oh,
So that's
right
how he's
hand
getting
by
that
Dirk.
hand on the back of the head. Dirk straight out in the second.
Good feint spot.
Oh, nice kick.
Very good kick.
Cop that.
That was just above the calf muscle too. A couple more of those. There's no power left in those punches.
Oh, that's 3 in a row.
Yeah, it's got to. Yeah, that's good. Smart move by Dirk.
You
Get
know
close.
someone has power when they throw a feint and the whole body moves. So clearly those ones there certainly hit on the money.
Good knee there.
Yeah, that one caught Jermaine by surprise a little bit.
Nice little dirty boxing, sneaky uppercuts into the breadbasket there. Two unanswered by Jermaine there.
Good reversal there.
And Dirk's doing well getting him off the cage, so he's not staying there for very long.
Nice.
This is where you've got to bite down the mouthpiece sometimes and just throw.
Very, very quick hand watch, man. He's finding a good place for that jab.
Oh, that's close.
Good shot. Nice takedown by Dirk. Well done. He's been looking for that one.
And from there, that guillotine was Dirk had done a good job getting onto the opposite side of the guillotine, removing its ability to have any kind of pressure. And if he held on it for too long, he could have been Von Flute.
And how good is this call out as well? So Dirk mentioned that he was going for a first round finish, but he thought he'd be able to show his opponent he was elusive. And then from there, he'd then go and take it to the ground and look for the finish. So here we are. We're down
The
to
opposite
the
of the first round.
That's that fight IQ as well, and having a good quality corner behind you in terms of preparing you for this kind of work. So from this here, Jermaine's looking to try and get that underhook over.
They've got an Americana attempt there from Dirk. That's the second one now.
This is where we test out what kind of skills and stuff have they been learning from the underpiece. So right now, Dirk is in full mount, and once again, because it's C-class, he can't throw strikes to the head. It's almost a very tough position to be in C-class. You kind of do remove a lot of your striking zones just due to the fact of where your body is. Nice transition there. I thought he was almost going to go off to the side. Almost went from knee right to the, and Jermaine moved just at that last second, so we wanted to lock it in position.
Oh, good pin there by Dirk.
Yeah, when you can't throw the strikes out on a C-class, almost being in that top position doesn't exactly help. Is he going to go for like an armbar here?
Looks
or?
like he's going for the armbar.
He's got 10 seconds left, so beautiful movement by Jermaine being able to spin around there.
Oh, that's huge for Dirk to finish on top here. Oh,
And
is
here
he going to get
Jermaine
swept?
comes up. Yep.
Oh, on the buzzer too.
And that'd be great there in terms of for Jermaine's confidence, but also some really nice control time and ride time there from Dirk.
Yeah, I think Dirk did a really amazing job that round. He got sick of being punched in the face, so I was like, I'm just going to take it to the ground now. And he did an amazing job, good control, submission attempts in that round. That was great.
Yeah, here we see on the replay some of those are getting tagged, and this is where Dirk is trying to be as elusive as possible. Jermaine did tag him a couple of times, but there's quite a good mix of fights here. So it's almost a tale of two rounds there.
Oh, that was huge, that one. Dirk definitely with the biggest shot of the round so far.
Boom, down he goes.
A nice single leg entry in that too as well. Kind of ran the pipe, and Jermaine lost his footing on that piece. But great job at the end there for Jermaine to be able to flick it around and come up on. So third round. Let's see who has done the work.
Both lads are breathing pretty heavy, so see if they leave it all in here.
I think that's what happens with 1 week's notice and a big weekend.
Yeah, Jermaine's talking a little bit in the cage now.
Which is great to see. It means he's comfortable as well. So they're obviously breathing heavy. But he's gone to the well.
Kick.
He's gone well for that. Gone to the well again for that calf kick. I'd actually like to see. Oh, that one! Oh, it hit the chest.
Yeah, I think if Dirk's
Oh! Whoa!
Oh my gosh!
Big right hand.
And that was set up. Dirk had, Jermaine had him crushed against the cage, stepped back and threw a massive right hand.
Wow. I
Here we
did
go.
not see that coming.
Here it is here.
Bang.
He creates
bang.
the distance.
Oh, damn, right. That was very well done.
Step back to create the distance and space and threw that beautiful right hook in there. And from there, Dirk went out.
Yeah, I just don't think Dirk was expecting it. And they're the ones that normally hurt the most.
I think it snuck out just up under his shoulder. We're going to see a replay here again. So he's got that left arm and it comes up in behind the shoulder.
Bang, right there.
No, here it is,
Nothing.
just there.
Boom. Sometimes it's a good tactic to go to the body to bring the hand down. And once the hand's down, you answer with it going up top because there's no defense there anymore. So there you go.
And I love it here that Jermaine's gone over to check to make sure Dirk's okay.
being brought up in the cage weight, eh?
We'll see her in a few more years, mate.
Yep.
Great way to kick off XFC 62.
The winner of this fight, 28 seconds into the third round by knockout. In the blue corner, Jermaine Taylor.
All right, we're here with your winner, Jermaine Taylor. Mate, tell you what a finish. What was going through your head when you created that distance and landed that big right hand?
I'm ready to finish. I'm over, I'm tired.
Mate, you told us earlier that you took the fight on a week's notice and off the back of a massive weekend. Tell us about the weekend that you just had.
Oh, it was like 3 days just getting on it with people in NZ, so, you know, and yeah, I had to go to work for the next 5 days. So, we do what we got to do. It is what it is, huh?
Mate, I want to bring Michael over here. Mike, come for a chat. So you said independently trained. You had Mike here, XFC champion. Mate, Mike, I wanted to ask you, what did you say in between those rounds after you saw the way the first round went?
I was just, picking shots and all of that stuff. But the last round, we kind of went to the corner and we said, let's fucking finish this, eh? And good.
Mate, last question. So the leg kicks were working really well for you. And then again, your strength up against the cage, you pushed off, you landed that big shot. Is that a shot you knew you had?
Yeah, it's just when I get that right time, and it's all about that timing or creating that time that you need to get that good shot. And, well, it was there and I took it. And what happened?
All right, mate, last word. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank you. I want to thank XFC. My family from the NZ, everybody watching, all my friends and family, my partner, my kids. Daddy won, yeah!
Congratulations, mate, and great start to the night. Thanks, boys.